Hello, hello. I've arrived. But yes. Oop. Oh dear. There we go. Alright, hello, hello. I've arrived. But yes, how do I feel about creative writing? I once spent a period of several months drafting the storyline for a very elaborate Toho and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure crossover fanfiction. So, what does that tell you? I will say, I never actually wrote that. I never actually wrote it. I wrote like half of one chapter. But yeah, the story did not, what's the word I'm looking for? Didn't go through, really. Or, it didn't fall through, perhaps. Or maybe it did fall through. I'm not exactly sure yeah, what metaphor to use in that particular circumstance. But yes, anyway, I like creative writing. Anyway, so yeah, real quick. Schedule time. So, the schedule is wrong. Again. Because yesterday, we did not do a stream. So things sort of have been pushed back a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna do a stream to make up for this on Saturday. I thought about it, but I feel like, given circumstances, probably for the best that I don't. Because yeah, yesterday I was very tired because I stayed up quite late working on a project, and I want to try to avoid doing that. Ideally, project, yeah. But yes, very, very tired yesterday, pretty much all day. I have basically no recollection of anything that happened that day because I was just so sleepy. But yeah, so, we're gonna try to avoid that happening again. So, yeah, anyway, part of the reason that we're not doing this stream about streams that we were going to do today, today, is because originally, when I first thought of it, I thought part of what we were going to do for that stream was we were going to do some video editing, get a chance to practice editing a video, like for real, not just things like taking two video files and just sort of putting them together into one video file and letting that just sort of be extant. And yeah, like actually like cutting parts out, I don't know, making a sort of refined product as opposed to just taking yeah. Allow me to explain because I'm getting ahead of myself. But yes, so like the only like video editing that I've done before today, or as of today I should say, is taking in one case I had a stream that was we crashed in the middle of, that was like if I remember correctly, the second Dweller's Empty Path stream. So yeah, since we OBS crashed. Since OBS crashed in the middle of that, I had to go and sort of stitch the parts together in Vegas. So I did that. And so I've done that. I've bolted two parts of a stream together quite crudely in Sony, I guess it's not Sony Vegas anymore, so Sony doesn't own it anymore, according to the research that I've done. It's owned by a company called like Magix or something, I think. But that's not super relevant. So, I've crudely bolted two sections of one stream together that were not a single video file in what's the word I'm looking for? In Vegas. And I've also today, in fact, I took a video and I took the have more questions and comments about the deep lores for the future. Alright, we might be able to get into that tonight. A little bit here. But yeah, as I was saying. So today, in fact, just today, I took the stream from yesterday, where we had to wait for a pretty long time at the start because we were having some issues there, or not yesterday. Sorry, Tuesday, the Tuesday stream that had a very, very long pre-stream, and I basically just cut that out. So I know how to put two video clips next to each other, and I know how to cut video clips out, or I know how to cut sections out of a video. So, hopefully, in the near future, we'll get the opportunity to expand our skills a little bit more. And I think I stated this before, but just to reiterate, I think sort of the plan for the video editing is that we're going to take one of my Super Mario Brothers streams and sort of make probably the last one, and sort of make I don't know, sort of I don't know, not a supercut, because a supercut would be like, I think that would be like sections of like all the streams that we've done. So it would be a Super Mario cut, I guess. But yeah, we'll take one of the Super Mario Brothers streams, probably the last one, and sort of edit together a sort of highlight video, I guess. And but yeah, beyond that, I was also planning on doing some work on emotes and such, sort of prototyping and drafting emotes. Yeah. And yeah, the reason that we definitely can't do the Mario thing today is because I forgot to download the video file. Because that was back before I was recording them regularly. And I also forgot to start recording this one, so it is what it is. Hopefully we won't have any issues that will, we won't have any issues on the stream that will require me to have been recording this. Because yeah, I think I recorded part of the stream from Tuesday, but also, I don't know, oh no, I had like the recording on during the pre-stream, and then because it was so long I turned it off, and then I forgot to turn it back on. That's the issue. Yeah. So, gotta get a little bit better at the recording. But anyway. Did I make a point? I think I might have made a point. But yeah, so today, Legend of Zelda. There we go. We're going to play The Legend of Zelda today. And tomorrow, we're going to do the emote prototyping and the video editing, maybe. We'll see sort of how I'm feeling and apportion our time accordingly. And then, let's see. So that will be that tomorrow. And I think we're going to do the stream in the evening tomorrow, rather than the morning, like on most Friday streams. Because, like I said, I have been I've been staying up too late, so I'm going to try to maybe end the stream a little bit earlier than usual. Yeah, maybe end the stream a little bit earlier than usual. And, but one way or the other, I don't want to be in a rush to get up tomorrow morning. I want to, if I need to, you know, have the opportunity to get a little bit more sleep and get caught up on that again. Because it has been quite a few days that I've been staying up too late. Even on Wednesday, the day when I was too tired to stream, I stayed up later than I ought to have, I must admit. But, all that aside, it's about time we got started on playing some video game. So let's play some video game. There we go. There we go. Alright. So yeah, the game being like all quiet and such, like once you start it out, always sort of throws me. It always sort of throws me a little bit. Also, is it just me or is the game like louder than usual? I think it might just be me. But yeah, anyway, so I should bring up my Zelda notes. Sounds good? Good. But yes, since I've renovated my audio setup a little bit, I'm a little bit nervous here and there about things going wrong potentially. So, let's see. So we've got we've got a... Wasn't there... There was like a dock on the east side of the world, I think, that we want to go check out. But, well, real quick, we'll sort of take stock of the situation. So we've beaten level 4 and 3, I guess, as of yesterday. Not yesterday. I always sort of think of the last stream as being yesterday, whether that means literally the last stream I did, or just the last stream of this particular game that I'm playing now. But yeah. So, taking stock. So, we've done level 3, level 4, level 1 and 2, of course. We're gonna see how many we can do today. Another secondary goal. I guess we've got 2 secondary goals. Our primary goal is to beat at least 1 labyrinth, possibly 2, possibly, I don't know, more than that. But we're gonna beat at least 1. Then, sort of the secondary goals are, we want to find the old man in the graveyard that is apparently looking for us, or, I don't... That's not what the person said. We're supposed to look for him, I think, actually. But yeah, we're gonna try and find the old man in the graveyard. We are going to... But yeah, I think I also want to try and get the blue ring. Possibly look for other items that we could buy from shops. But yeah, blue ring, graveyard old man. Graveyard old man being a higher priority than the blue ring. And I guess, yeah, also the dock on the east side of the world that I was thinking of. Because yeah, we've got a few spots that we know of. Let's see, there's the fountain that's not a fountain. That is probably a labyrinth. We've got, we know where level 8 is. Or, you know, broadly speaking, we know where level 8 is. It's in the forest in the northeast of this particular area. Let's see. Oh yeah, and we've got level 6 north of the graveyard. And, let's see. Yeah, level 9 is in Spectacle Rock. I suppose the game doesn't call it Spectacle Rock in this game, I don't think. But yes. That particular landform. You know, I thought I had notes for, like... Or no, wait. Because, yeah, I think we're short 1 labyrinth, I think, actually. Because, yeah, we've got level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, we know, level 6, we know. Oh, no. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, so the fake fountain, the fountain that isn't a fountain, is presumably... That would presumably be level 7, if I'm counting all this right. That said, we don't know that for sure. We don't know for sure what that fountain is. Oop. Oh dear. We should maybe head over that way, actually. Get full hearts and whatnot. Oop, there we go. But yeah, the blue ring, as far as we've been able to source prices for it, has only ever been 250 rupees, I think. I believe the manual said that you could find items for different prices, and I think we have seen a few examples of items being different prices in different places. But thus far, we haven't seen the blue ring offered at a lower price, I don't think. So 250 might be the price for it. Or it could be that I'm totally off base and it's actually like much cheaper somewhere else and 250 is just like a way high price for it. But, oh, come on. Oh well. One way or another, we're going to try and save up a little bit more. But yeah, if it takes us 250 rupees, it takes us 250 rupees. Should be a little bit more careful with my lives here, or with my life here. It's hard to... Yeah, pretty sure it's only 250 rupees. Yeah, we've seen it for that. Unless by only 250 rupees you mean not it is as low as 250 rupees, but it can only be found for 250 rupees. Which I guess is the same thing. Yeah, the only price, yeah. Whoops. But yeah, there was... I know that there was the heart container, the container heart, rather. As per the manual, the container heart. Whoops. There was a container heart there. Or maybe here. There was a container heart somewhere in this, in these screens. But I thought there was also... Yes, there is. Here it is. I don't know where this will take us. Oh, this is a dungeon of some description. Oh, maybe it's not. Thank you kindly. Alright, another heart we need to fill up before we can have full hearts. But yeah, that was a worthwhile detour, I'd say. There we go. Nice. Zola is destroyed. I guess, at this point, we are sort of going the wrong way. We aren't going towards a location that we know we need to go to. Of course, there may be a destination that we don't know that we need to go to this way. But just as likely there isn't. Let's see. Let me remind myself. We've done, yeah, first 4. Oh yeah, the fifth labyrinth is in the mountain maze, which I think we need to access from the east side, following the river up. We might be able to. We might just be able to get to it from here. But yeah. I think, yeah, I said from the east side. I meant like on the east side of the river. Guess we'll destroy some Armos while we're here. I don't think that the moblins will... No, they won't respawn. Yeah, I think we've checked this rock before and we haven't found anything. Oh. Perry, would you be so kind? Thank you. Yeah, this rock seems to be utterly secretless. But I don't know that we've checked... I don't know if we've checked any of the sort of stonework behind it. I think we've checked over here, though. I feel like there probably wouldn't be an entrance here. No. But yeah. I know I said it was a secondary goal, but I do kind of want to check the old man first. Yeah, this is the mountain maze. So yeah, I guess, yeah, we didn't need to go to the river. And we have walked into the waterfall, so no issues there. Oop. Man, Zola's all over the place, huh? Always where we don't need her. So are these rocks. Oh. Nice. You know, I talked bad about the magic boomerang. I thought it was unnecessary. The range on it was unnecessarily long, and that it would just be a hassle to retrieve it. But it's really working out for us. Alright, this is... We probably can get to the graveyard from here. I don't know that I want to, per se. Despite their incredible power, it's good that the Lionels are still vulnerable to boomerangs as anything else is. Anything else short of a boss, I suppose. That Peahat's gonna come in for a rest. And it will find eternal rest. Oh dear. We really don't need to bother with the Peahats, I guess. I'll save my bombs for the graveyard. Because there's a lot of untread ground there in terms of bombing walls and whatnot. We're getting a lot of fairies today, huh? There we go. Ah, overextended just a little bit there. I feel like this feels like a place where something is probably hidden under an Armos. Oh. Lady little guy. There we go. This could, of course, be sheer folly on my part, and it seems like it is. Oh dear. There's a lot of enemies that travel at widely variable speeds, but the Armos is perhaps the most variable. At least from the ones that we've seen thus far. We might just want to, utilize the magic boomerang's range to get a far distance stun on them. But yeah, no drops from Armos. I always go out of my way to try and get them to drop, I don't know, I always try to kill a lot of them whenever I find them to see if they'll drop anything, but they never have, so I think they just don't drop things, maybe. Or at least if they do, the drop rate is low enough that it's not terribly relevant. But yeah, so another game that I've been playing a game outside of stream, if you can believe it. But I started playing Stardew Valley because I've been watching a streamer goes by the name of Argon Matrix. They did a challenge run a while back where they played through Stardew Valley without leveling up once. They completed the community center. I believe was that was, in fact, I know definitively, I recall, was the objective of their challenge. Which was quite a challenge indeed. Quite a challenge indeed. But yeah, so I've been, they've started another challenge run, and they've been streaming it where they play through the game while trying to get 100% completion while spending as little money as possible in the game. Stardew Valley, for those who are not aware, is a farming simulator. It's on a lot of platforms. It's on PC. It's on Nintendo Switch. So if you've got a Switch, you can play that too. I don't know why I said that as though you having a Switch is more likely than you having a PC, but I guess I was just sort of thinking. I had Switch in mind as a special thing because we are currently playing on Switch. Let's see, I think it's one or two more spaces south to the Forest Maze. Or the Forest of Maze, as it was called. Oh, nope, just one space. And yes, like I said, we're saving up money for the red ring, or the blue ring, one of the rings. So I'm not using my arrows. Okay. Let's see, what is the pattern here? It's west, I think it's west, southwest? No, wait. Northwest, southwest, okay. But yeah, anyway. So I've been watching Argon Matrix's latest challenge run of Stardew Valley, and that got me into playing Stardew Valley casually again, after not doing that for many years. But yeah, anyway, I've been, all of this is to say that I feel like Stardew Valley is a decent example of a game I might just play one of these days. Or it is an example, I guess. I don't know why I felt the need to qualify that with decent example, like I'm presenting evidence or something. But yeah, we're living dangerously with these Lynels, my goodness. But yeah, I don't like having a lot of these guineas on screen, but if I can keep track of them, I know that I can... Whoops. Oh dear. Alright, the Guinea Prime is tougher than I thought it was. Okay, there we go. You can get a pretty good amount of rupees out of them if you are willing to take the risks like that. And I am nothing if not a risk taker. And I'm not that much of a risk taker, I guess. Oop. Oh dear. Oh. Well. So, let's try that again. There we go. Yes, I know we could buy medicine, but again, I would like to save my rupees for now, even if it means playing this a little bit slower. I could stand to learn a bit more caution. But yeah, I think probably more so than saying that I take risks habitually, or that certainly more so than that I like to take risks. I think it's more accurate to say that I simply do not consider the consequences. Or, no, I consider the consequences, I just disregard them. So yeah, it's sort of I possess an odd blend of great patience and also extraordinary ability to completely spend no time thinking about things. I will wait as long as I need to and try as long as I must to accomplish a goal. But if I think I've got a shot at it, if I think I've got a quick shot at it, I will take that shot 100% of the time, even if it only works about 3% of the time. And only once it has been proven to work 0% of the time will I generally fall back on a better strategy. Ah, there we go. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, the big problem with exploring the graveyard, at least from my experience, has been mostly just I don't know, it's been sort of, I don't know. So it's not, I guess the issue that I'm discussing isn't so much the exploring of the graveyard, it's the finding the old man. Because the only spots I've seen so far that he would presumably be in would be like around here or something, but I don't think like entrances can spawn on like these sort of very extreme edges of a rock. And I guess we haven't, I don't think we've like yeah, we haven't searched around like too much up top here. Alright, and there's nothing. It could just be that we're missing something. Like maybe there's a puzzle that needs to be solved in order for us to access the graveyard old man. Because yeah, I can't like... This isn't like other Zelda or like more recent Zelda games where you can like hit a wall and like get a sense of whether or not it is bombable. But yeah, the graveyard covers a very small sort of area of the world though. Well, more bombs, I guess, so we've got more chances. Very rude. It might be... The old man... Let's see, where does... Pardon? If we can get, like, north... this isn't anything. This isn't a graveyard. I was thinking maybe there could be, like, a path to the north. And I guess there still could be, because there's, like, more north that we could go, just not from this specific spot. There's more north that we could go that might potentially lead to an old man or a graveyard. Because yeah, this part of the world uses a tile, sort of a tile set that's akin to that of the graveyard. Because yeah, I guess I can't be necessarily 100% certain that when it says old man and graveyard, that it literally means in the graveyard as we, or what we interpreted as a graveyard, what I interpreted as a graveyard. It could be, you know, any number of things, like sort of, it was meant to say like around the graveyard, or, you know, any number of other potential oddities in translation. This game, I feel like, from the way it was described to me, was sort of notorious for having sort of a shaky translation. Did I? Hold on, was that my television that just did that, or did that actually happen on stream? That was weird. Huh. That was a really weird visual effect that I just witnessed with my own two eyes. Anyway. But yeah, so the game was described to me as having a pretty shaky translation, but it's held up pretty well from what I've seen. I guess I don't necessarily have no prior knowledge of this game, like a lot of other people have when playing it for the first time. And I guess, broadly speaking, technically this isn't even the first time I played this game, because I did play it a little bit on the 3DS. Not far enough to actually, like, reach a dungeon or anything like that. But I have, in a strict sense, I have played this game before in the sense that I have launched it and played it for at least 10 minutes, I think. Maybe even longer. Alright, the screen doesn't like this place, so let's move on quickly. But yeah, anyway, all of this is to say that the translation has been pretty okay. The hints that I have received have been pretty decent. Some of them are not super specific, like, you know, Dodongo dislikes smoke and whatnot. It is not immediately clear what that means, but like, I don't know, I feel like it's the sort of thing that you could figure out. Yeah, it's not explicitly saying use bombs on Dodongos, but like, you know, what else produces smoke that you would have access to at that point in the game? I guess the candle, possibly, but I think there's two things that could be described as producing smoke, and only one that like visually does so, that being the bombs. But yeah, master using it and you can have it is another, I guess, pretty often maligned line from what I've seen for its vagueness. And I don't remember... I know I've heard of sort of what that particular line, or like what the conditions for mastering using it are. But yeah, I don't recall what those are offhand, but I know it has something to do with the number of hearts you have. So this is an interesting little landmark. We can't seem to, like, do anything with it, but it's very interesting. Ah, here's a thing. Oh. Well. Do we wanna? It could get us closer to our blue ring a little bit quicker. It's not a huge investment, but I won't win very much if I do win, I don't think. We'll be fiscally responsible, sure. But yeah. I guess that wasn't what one might refer to as a graveyard in the classical sense, so perhaps it makes sense that an old man that might have something useful for us wasn't found there. Oh dear. Those boulders are really coming for me, huh? Fortunately, they changed their mind. It seems like they weren't quite willing to follow through on their threats. Man, very glad that boomerang came back to me as quick as it did. Right, that's the screen with all of the very many Lionels that we do not want to interact with tremendously. Yeah, I guess shout out to Argon Matrix on YouTube for potentially giving me the idea of a game that I might stream in the future. If I do end up playing Stardew Valley, I'll be sure to give Argon Matrix a proper shout out. But yeah, so we've been in the graveyard, and we've been around the graveyard, and we've seen no old man except for the old man who wanted to gamble with us. Let's see, I have as many lines as I could written down verbatim. So let's see if I can find the one with the old man. Yeah, up the mountain ahead, walk into the waterfall. Meet the old man at the grave. I guess it said at the grave, not the graveyard, which could mean anything and could mean nothing. At the grave. I guess, because again, I want to try to be fair to this game and to the people who did translate it with the limited time and resources and, you know, that were spent on such things during these times. I don't want to be mean to the people who translated this game. But yeah, it is hard to discern whether by grave they mean, you know, single solitary grave, or grave as in, or whether they're using grave just as a, you know, graveyard, but with fewer letters, because they can only fit so many letters on screen reasonably. Yeah, that said, we've been around here. That lever spawned in an odd location. I've never seen them spawn like that close to the edge of the screen, I don't think. But yeah, if you can get them on their own, Lionels are not a huge deal. Nothing's really a huge deal when you've got the boomerang, I guess, but... This is a unfortunate location, huh? It is nice that we can sort of one-cycle Lionels. Or blue Lionels, rather. I don't think I've successfully managed to hit the button fast enough before to take them out properly. Ah. No thank you, we're saving our money right now. Yeah, Old Man at the Grave. Honestly, I'm inclined to think that what the game means by that is, in fact, a single solitary grave, and not a graveyard. Oh dear. I guess these boulders aren't the worst thing in the world. Because yeah, we haven't seen a grave, per se. We haven't seen a grave, per se, at least not that I can recall. And again, by grave, in this particular instance, I mean specifically a solitary grave marker. I'm gonna look at the map in the manual again real quick and see if there's anything that looks like a grave. Not really. Not that I see here. Because yeah, there's definitely the graveyard. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's no forms here that seem to suggest a single grave. So I guess now that we've got a couple more bombs, we might go back and explore a little bit more. Very good. It's nice that the boulders do wait a little bit to spawn. They're not just constantly falling. If we hadn't decided to go for Zola there, we could have saved ourselves half a heart. Yeah, I feel like Zola's like the only boss in this game that's really described in like, or the only enemy in this game that's like described in the singular, I think. Every other enemy that isn't a boss, I think, is described in plural. But maybe I'm just misremembering. It's been a while since I read the manual thoroughly. But boy did we read it thoroughly when we read it thoroughly. But yeah, the sword firing interval on the Lionels does seem to be pretty consistent. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That sets our plans back a little bit. But I guess like I said, the blue ring is a secondary objective. We sure did pursue our secondary objectives before even really thinking about our primary objectives, huh? But that is how it is sometimes. That's how it is a lot of the time with me. Very good. That's nothing. This is something. It's a secret, is what it is. Alright, I think we've just broken even on our breaking and entering. This isn't good. I was gonna say, this may not be good, but this could be a place with another secret. I mean, it's a secret. It's not a secret that I particularly care for. I don't know that we... I think the bait's useful at some point, or something. I've heard tell that there's an NPC who wants it. Yeah, these blue Lionels really don't mess around, huh? Maybe we shouldn't be messing around in their turf. That was risky, huh? Yeah, especially so since again we cannot block melee attacks. We can only block projectiles. Yeah, we found a good few secrets in these walls, but thus far nothing that's what we wanted. Oh dear. A little bit too close there. Well, I guess we weren't too close because we didn't take any harm, but we could have. Actually, I was gonna say, this place has the same sort of color palette as the graveyard. And it will become my grave if I'm not careful. I guess the Armos aren't... I've maybe been over-relying on the boomerang to deal with the Armos. Because it's not like they don't flinch, like just about everything else does. This is fine. But yeah, like I was saying, it's not like they don't flinch. So I can just, like, hit them with a sword attack, and then they'll, you know, be bounced back. And I can hit them with another sword attack when they get close again. And it becomes a never-ending cycle from which they are not released until they are released from this world. Plus, this is an opportunity to get more rupees, so there we go. But yeah, we are very close to being able to afford the blue ring. Just had to bother that off the rock a little bit. Ooh, fairy. Thank you for your assistance. And north of here is the fountain. We might as well have full life when we head for the graveyard. I don't know that we want to head through the grave. Well, the graveyard itself isn't terribly dangerous. It only becomes dangerous if you make it dangerous, I guess. Because the guineas are not a huge threat on their own. Thank you very much for your assistance. Yeah, the guineas aren't a huge threat on their own. That was kind of dangerous, but I guess we're not... It's been a while since moblins were a huge threat. Like, they can damage us, but they don't really... I don't know they've killed us in a while. Maybe they haven't killed us ever. I'm not sure now that I think about it. But they can certainly take away our sword beams if we let them, so let's not let them. And I'd rather... I guess we're unlikely to run out of bombs, necessarily, but I'd rather not use too many of them, regardless. But yeah, I think we'll explore that little area with the Armos, sort of see if it's hiding any secrets. There are supposed to be Lionels there, aren't there? They didn't just all migrate to this north screen, did they? Because I feel like there were Lionels there the first time we got there, and they just haven't respawned since. And it's entirely possible that they just haven't respawned since. Maybe. That'd be kind of weird, but not necessarily outside of the realm of possibility. I guess this could also be the grave, maybe? There could be an old man here. Also, I guess, since I was sort of thinking about the Link's hitbox and how it is sort of, it's different along the y-axis than it is along the x-axis, it seems like. So I think that's probably why the Armos seem to hurt us if we approach them on the y-axis, but, or I guess maybe only if we just approach them from below. Because I approached that one from the y-axis, from above it on the y-axis, and it, you know, didn't harm us. Well, this is another entrance into the dungeon, which we don't necessarily care for right now. So yes, that seems to be the secret of this screen. I'm sure we'll get some use out of that secret entrance, but for now, we won't concern ourselves with it. Here we are. Of course, it could just be, you know, a matter of me learning to time my boomerang throws at the Armos a little bit better. That would probably also help. He's really battering that boy with the boomerang, huh? That was unnecessary. But yeah, I think those two Armos over there in the top right corner, we've already investigated them, so they presumably won't reveal anything new to us. This is something new. Oh. A lot of old ladies in these mountains selling medicine. And we've checked the right side, but I don't think we've checked the left, at least not that I recall. And indeed, there is nothing. Because yeah, we can't interact with that in any meaningful way, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, we're at level 4, or we're not at level 4. Level 4 is very far away. But, we've been to level 4. Let's see, where's level 5? It is in the mountain maze, so let's go east. But yeah, I'm guessing... I don't know. I feel like you should be able to move the gravestones. Like, physically capable of doing so. Not necessarily allowed to, but, you know, the world is in chaos and needs us to assist it, so we're going to have to suspend social niceties for a moment for the sake of finding this old man who presumably has something of some benefit to give us. Yes, ideally we wouldn't move any gravestones, but again, needs must. Oh dear, there we go. But yes. So, what was the point that I was trying to make there? But yeah. Yeah, okay. So, I feel like we should be able to move the gravestones. We can't, demonstrably. We cannot. But, just because we can't now, doesn't mean that we won't ever be able to. Because there is the power bracelet. And the power bracelet lets you move things. Whether those things include graves is yet to be determined, but hopefully so. Yeah, another lever really close to the edge of the screen, for whatever reason. One of those dungeons, it seems like. Ah, right. This was that dungeon that we couldn't, explore the first time we got here. Not that we, not that I was necessarily going to go and do a whole lot out of order, because that's not really my style. Ah, Dodongos. And no bombs. There may be other ways to deal with the Dodongos, either now or in the future, but yeah, with no bombs, it doesn't seem likely that we're going to be able to interact with them in a meaningful way. Nice. Is that the first time we've gotten like a rupee for clearing a room? Alright, the Gibdos, it seems like, are somewhat implacable. Well, no, they do stun. Or they do get knocked back, I guess. Maybe that one was just close enough to the wall that it didn't matter. I guess maybe we should switch the boomerang and save ourselves some trouble. Or perhaps not. Oh. I guess we'll use the candle. Fine. Ah. Okay, that's above the Dodongo room, isn't it? Yeah, that's above the Dodongo room. Yeah, no getting that map for right now. Ah, Dark Nuts. Actually, can they come onto the ladder? Maybe not. We may have found the ultimate in anti-Dark Nut technology. Yeah, this is perfect. We can't go like too far down, or right, or up or anything. Of course, this is contingent on them getting into a position where we can hit them, but Come on. Oh. Well, as it turns out, we can go too far, one way or the other. We couldn't in that particular instance. Oh. Cole's voices. Honestly, I'm kind of inclined to just, not bother with them at the moment. But yeah, so we really can use this ladder to just position ourselves where we cannot be touched, which is very nice. But the Gibdos aren't super hard or anything, so perhaps that is unnecessary. A lot of combat in this labyrinth, huh? Oh. Actually. Because yeah, we can't deal with the Pole's voices without arrows, I don't think. This is probably going to be manhandle, isn't it? Oh no, you're new. Can we... No. No, we cannot, actually. Interesting. Let's see, what's the shape of this dungeon? I'm very pointedly ignoring Pole's voice rooms, because I do not want to use any of my precious arrows. And the, associated precious rupees. But yeah, we would definitely do well to have the blue ring at this point, because the Gibdos are hitting us pretty hard too. Hello there. Big Dogger hates certain kinds of sound. Good to know. I do burn myself, but I don't... Do we know who Dig Dogger is? Like, probably not on a personal level, but, What have we explored so far? We've got sort of the general shape. But yeah, I guess moving, laterally is kind of locked behind bombing some Dodongos here. Oh, okay. So they drop bombs. That's nice. Do they just... that one didn't die. The other ones seem to have died from the bombs. Me? Let's see. You're not going to give us any bombs, it seems like. Are any of you inclined to do so? Well, you're inclined to kill me, it seems like. But yeah, that was definitely some... perhaps even, so I would go so far as to say amateurish bomb placement. Some definitively lacking Dodongo dispatching. Oh, nope. Thank you. Thank you kindly, old man. I'll be on my way. Thank you. Have a nice day. Because, yeah, I'm assuming that... Oh, you're still alone. Interesting. I was thinking that they'd all have respawned by now, but no. Oh, wait. Yes, we just established the room to the north of the Dodongo room is the map room, that we cannot access the edges of from the middle, and that which we cannot access the middle of from the edges. Well, we're getting rupees, which is, you know, what we wanted, but, like, we're not getting the other things that we want in the process. If any of you could drop a bomb, that would be really nice. Or, you know, 4 of them. Uh-oh. Unfortunate. Let's see, there was a room with... not Armos. Dark Nuts. Dark Nuts deeper in the dungeon. So that might be a good source of bombs. Because, yeah, it definitely seems that the Gibdos aren't inclined to give us much. Yeah, still no return of more Dodongos. So yeah, it seems that they do not respawn, so our indiscretions with the bombs earlier aren't going to be as devastating as they could have been. They're still not ideal, but you know. They could be worse. Ah, bombs. Nice. But yeah, I think... to finish my thought from earlier, it looked like one of the Dodongos died just from having a bomb detonate near it, and another one seemed to die from slashes after eating the bomb. Whereas this one ate a bomb, and I don't think got slashed at all, and then died. I don't know, I'm not sure 100% how much bearing any of what I just said has on the reality of the situation, but I'm trying. I'm trying to understand this grand mystery that I've been thrust into. Let's see. Oh! Lots of Gibdos, very close. This Gibdo has bombs. I think I just took the bombs from him, too. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do in this game. Stealing items from enemies seemed like a more advanced Legend of Zelda technique. But yeah, well, we know of a definitive route to go. Well, let's see if there's any block puzzles going on here. Before you try the obvious solution, you've got to try all the non-obvious solutions. Just in case. Alright, non-obvious solutions exhausted. Ooh, these are advanced dark nuts, and thus they're probably also immune to the boomerang, just like the normal dark nuts are. Oh. From the north, perhaps? Oh, maybe we need to... Yikes. Alright, well, at least we can go back in with more hit points. That was a challenge, huh? You know what? I've been thinking about doing this a lot recently, so we're going to take a short break to stretch. Alright, we are back, and nice and limber, and sit. Ready to sit. But yeah, I've been wanting, like I said, I've been wanting for a while to incorporate a stretch break into my streaming routine. I haven't been feeling like super, tense or, otherwise unwell during streams or anything like that. Ah, you guys. But yeah, I just figure, you know. I think, actually, yeah, the Dongo that looked like it died from being slashed after eating a bomb, I think, like, was flashing when I thought I was hitting with my sword strikes. So I guess maybe it was just, okay, no, you can just hit him with a sword, I guess. Not in every circumstance, mind. But you can sometimes. But yes, we are now above and beyond. Oh, we're at like the maximum rupees we can carry too, huh? Alright, we don't care so much about any of you guys. What we're really after is in here. Ooh, that was a lucky stab there. I've been describing these as slashes, but I guess very little slashing actually takes place, huh? But yes, very, very powerful, these Dark Nuts. And fast, too. Well, who wants to go get the blue ring? It'll be quite the trek to get there, but... let's see, I think it's probably west that takes us out of here. Yep. Let's think, where... I have one location written down where you can buy the blue ring. I know we've seen at least two. Northwest of Lake, broadly. Of course, I say that. I say in my notes northwest of Lake, but there's like two lakes, so... I don't think I think I'd seen both lakes, but I hadn't quite grasped that they were two separate geographical features at the time of writing. So, yeah. Alright. This way is northwest of Lake, broadly. I think there's also, around the east coast, a guy who sells, blue rings. This definitely isn't where I want to go, I'm sure. There might be, well, this is northwest of Lake, broadly, as per my notes. But this guy doesn't have a blue ring, so we're not going to bother with him. Interesting, we can't ladder into this water. That is very strange. Is this special water in some way? I wonder, is this anything? Have we checked over here? I think we've probably not, because of the pea hats that I don't like. And indeed. You have a blue ring? Oh, you don't. A fine day to you, sir. So yeah, I guess maybe you just can't ladder on those screens. I can't think of any particular reason why you wouldn't be able to, other than maybe because there's definitely nowhere to go there. But, yeah, I guess maybe it is just that only certain screens have ladderable terrain, so to speak. I wonder, we've got like, how many dungeons do we have left? Or labyrinths? We have no dungeons left because there aren't any dungeons in this game. They're called labyrinths. But yeah, we've got... Because yeah, I wonder, is it 2 rows of parts or would it be 3? Because it looks like there's room for 3, but just because there's room for 3 doesn't mean that there's necessarily going to be. There you are, Lever. You know, despite putting them in the title of this video, it's not a video of this stream. I mean, it's not a video yet. And I guess there is video in it, broadly speaking. Had some trouble getting here there, huh? Well, yeah. I did say northwest of Lake. It's entirely possible that I was wrong when I wrote that down. I hadn't really considered that possibility of just being wrong. Alright, we don't need to pick up any more rupees at this point, so let's not go out of our way to do so. We can physically carry no more. Do you sell blue rings? No, you don't. Thanks anyway. The game does not like having that many moblins on screen. Not at all. I think there might be a merchant somewhere around these parts. This is something. No merchant, though. Oh dear. But yeah, again, I think someone along the East Coast probably sells them. Oh dear. Didn't quite, fully grasp the implications of that arrow that was heading towards me. I wonder, does the clock ever run out? We've never seen it run out, I don't think. Alright, you also have nothing valuable for us, I must say. Now this is west of a body of water. Not something that could be reasonably described as a lake, I don't think. At least, no more so than every body of water is a lake. You see, we're constantly dipping into that beeping state because of all the damage we're taking. If we had a blue ring, that would only happen half as often. Math. Honestly, probably once I get the blue ring, the rate at which I take damage will increase because of my increasing, or my lack of, my less powerful aversion towards taking damage. Or maybe it won't. It'll definitely increase the number of instances in which I take damage on account of allowing me to take more damage and survive. If we're counting purely in terms of instances of damage. Survivorship bias. That's an interesting topic to sort of think about and discuss. Sort of a... yeah, sort of a statistical bias in that, you know, the successful examples of a thing tend to be the ones that we hear about the most. In short, there's more to it than that, but that's a simplification for the sake of this stream, and also because I don't recall the full sort of definition of it offhand. But yeah, again, in short, successful examples of something tend to be the examples that are remembered. One sort of major instance of, one major instance of, sort of survivorship bias in I think an early time in which it was sort of observed and remarked upon was during World War II? World War I, I believe, when they they were studying aircraft, and I believe the British were, and sort of the aircraft that would go into battle, and sort of observing the ones that returned, and sort of seeing, where are the aircraft getting shot, and they took the aircraft that they had retrieved, or that had returned, I should say. They took the aircraft that had returned and sort of observed them and sort of plotted out, okay, this is where our aircraft are getting shot the most. So clearly, these are the parts that we need to armor. Doing so will increase the survivability of our aircraft. This is a lake, and there's north and west to be had of it, so maybe there's a merchant here. But yeah, so we'll put armor on these spots, and it will presumably improve the survivability of our aircraft. And in short, it didn't really. They put more armor on them, and they didn't really, they didn't survive any more so than they used to. And so they're all like, huh, this is weird. Is it just armor just not useful for planes or something? Because we're putting armor on these parts, and on these parts that are getting shot up a lot, and they're, getting shot there still. But the rate at which planes return safely is not really increasing. So eventually, they had another guy take a look at it, and basically they were able to determine. I think they brought in either a statistician or a new statistician, something like that. And that person was able to determine oh, you see, what you should try is, you look at these aircraft and you see these parts on them that are getting shot a lot. How about instead of putting more armor on the parts that get shot a lot on the planes that return, why not put armor on the places that they don't get shot a lot? And they did, and it worked. It worked. The rate at which their planes returned home safely dramatically increased. Because the planes that returned home after getting shot were the ones that got shot in non-vital areas. The ones that didn't return home were the ones that got shot in areas that really needed armor. Thank you for your assistance. But yeah, so I'm beginning to think I've just radically failed to take note properly. Because yeah, it says Blue Ring Merchant northwest of Lake Broadly. 250 rupees, 6 Armos. Okay. So there's a place with 6 Armos statues. Not here because this isn't 6. Not here because this is even less of 6. No Armos over there. But yeah, so, planes. And other examples of survivorship bias, perhaps. But yeah. So the planes that got shot in areas that got shot and didn't survive, didn't come home. And because they didn't come home, they didn't immediately have they couldn't look over the planes super easily and research them and see where they were getting shot. And yeah, so essentially, the sort of moral of that story, I guess, is, the data you recover from whatever observations you are making, may not tell the whole story. Because again, the successful examples tend to, in that case, and in a lot of cases, sort of successful examples tend to be better, seen more, and thus it is assumed that they are more common than they are. But yeah, so for another example, like, a lot of people sort of, talk about, I don't know, I guess sort of this isn't where we need to be. But yeah, another example is like, occasionally you will see sort of like, feel-good news stories of like, this individual with this disability or whatnot is able to do such and such thing that you would not expect. And this is, all very inspiring and cool. And indeed it is for them. It is very cool for them that they are able to do that, but, there's a lot of people who have that same disability but aren't able to, necessarily able to achieve the same thing. Possibly because they don't have the same resources, possibly because they don't have the, they don't have the same opportunities to practice this skill or whatnot, to be able to achieve the same, impressive, whatever achievement. So yeah, so that sometimes leads to people sort of assuming like, seeing people who have a disability and being all like, well, there's this other person who has the same disability who can do, such and such, why can't you do that? When, everyone tells the story of, everyone tells the story of, well, maybe not tells the story of, but like, I don't know, maybe this isn't an assumption I should make, but oh, actually, hold on. I was going to, like, make a classical music reference, but I've realized that I don't... I'm not actually sure. Okay, yes. Okay, I've double-checked my source, and I was correct. So yeah, Beethoven. A classical composer, notable for the fact that he became deaf during his life and, remained a composer. And, that is something that is generally considered to be hard or impossible to achieve when you are deaf, being able to compose music that is considered to be very good. And again, not to be rude to people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but, yeah. For every person, like Beethoven, who is able to, inspirationally overcome their, disability or whatnot. There's a lot of people who, in sort of the case of Beethoven, who are hard of hearing and who, or, completely incapable of hearing, who, don't become or remain great composers. And, their stories don't get told as much because they just sort of, when the sort of stories that people expect to happen, tend to not be as notable. Person with problems with hearing doesn't do task that requires, or generally is thought to require, precise hearing. That is not as notable as person with impaired hearing does task that is associated with having good hearing. But yeah, so that is another sort of example of the idea of survivorship bias. This is the wrong area. But yeah, I'm definitely starting to think that when I said northwest of Lake, I just sort of had no idea what I was talking about. Let me consult the map again. Because yeah, I think the only other place with like lots of Armos is like the woods, I think? But I guess there's some lakes in the woods. There's quite a few lakes just sort of all around based on the map, actually. Oh dear. But yeah, and there's a lot of other sort of things like, people, this guy worked really hard and work their way out of poverty or whatnot. And there's a lot of people who, you know, just sort of, because yeah, I don't know, a lot of sort of examples like that are just, you know, this person happened to be in the right place at the right time for someone to notice the hard work that they did and offer them a job that sort of became, you know, extremely lucrative. Not everyone gets that chance. So, I guess in short, sort of the idea I'm trying to promote here, beyond just explaining what survivorship bias is to the best of my ability, is, you know, just because some people can do a thing, sort of overcome some hardship, doesn't mean that you should expect that that hardship to be overcome, or easy to overcome, perhaps. And you should definitely give people your respect for, regardless of whether or not they are able to, regardless of whether or not, I guess even more so than able to, but whether or not they do, either whether or not they're able to, whether or not they get the opportunity to, or whether or not they choose to, you know, overcome some great difficulty or other that they face in their life. This is not the woods, now that I think about it. I suppose that's probably pretty obvious from looking at it, but you know. I could have sworn that there was a blue ring merchant around the coast, though. We passed up one door, because I'm pretty sure that was, sort of a, you know, pay me door. This one definitely was, though. Yeah, I guess another sort of moral of these stories that I'm sort of disjointedly telling about vaguely related to the topic of survivorship bias is, in your case also, if you face some hardship of some kind and you see stories of people who, you know, heroically, inspirationally overcame such hardship, you know, don't be hard on yourself if you find that you, in your particular case, you are not able to overcome that hardship, that you, or that you, maybe you do, but you don't overcome it as completely as someone else does, or, you know, it takes you a lot longer, is a lot harder for you, because everyone's life is a bit different, you know. Not everyone who... If everyone who tried to become a rock star became a rock star, we'd have a lot of rock stars, and being a rock star wouldn't be very impressive. Probably. But that isn't to say that you can't, you know, make music and enjoy it, and, you know, have it, show it to the people that you like, you know. You have your friend over, say, here's the latest music that I composed, what do you think of it? And they'll think, oh, it's pretty good. And it could be very good, but, you know, the industry is very competitive, and is a lot about having connections and stuff. Not that I, you know all very much. I've put out like one EP, and have never so much as even wanted to interact with a producer of any variety. Yeah, I don't even put my music on Spotify. That's how uninterested I am in being part of the music industry. Yeah, even tangentially. I would like to make more music, though. I would like to make more music and such. But that will be for another time. There are other things to be worked on currently. But yeah, so in short, to summarize once again, you know, there are too many factors in any given circumstance for you to simply look at, you know, these are the examples that worked. These are the examples that worked. Why aren't these other examples you know, working the same. I don't know, if I thought about it a little bit more, I could probably come up with a more succinct and or insightful comment to make. Once again, nothing of any particular note, but I guess there's no, there was no Armos here, so maybe I shouldn't have expected anything. There's a part of me that wants to check out this cave, but I have reason to believe that there is nothing of any particular note here. Let's consult the map again real quick. Because where are lakes? There are lakes that I see that are west of the big lake. I'm gesturing on this map as though you can see it. But yeah, there's a fair few lakes based on this map. The map from the manual, in case anyone is questioning. You can look it up yourself if you have a desire to. But yeah, at least based on what I have written down, there should be at least one lake with a shop near 6 Armos, broadly northwest of it. Whatever broadly northwest means. Because I have to admit, I read that note and it means almost nothing to me. So I guess the 6 Armos hint is probably going to be much more useful. Unless, you know... Yeah, nothing. Nothing I want, anyway. Ah! This is broadly northwest of a lake. This seems familiar. I thought that the shop would be like in the wall. A little hole in the wall establishment. Huh, that was weird. But yeah, we're not always going to have the opportunity to get particularly far away from the Armos. Here we go. This is really expensive, but thank you for your business. I guess you should be thanking me for my business, maybe. But yeah, we're blue now, also. But yeah, if we got better at the timing on the attacking the Armos, we would enjoy a lot more success here, I feel like. But this is fine. Actually, let's go over to the fountain real quick. Well, hold on. Wasn't this supposed to, like, have the damage we take? It seemed like we were... Well, I guess we did get hit, like, twice in quick succession there, I think. Hello. Goodbye. So maybe... Because yeah, the Octoroks do a half of a heart of damage, I'm pretty sure. Is this the most efficient way to get back to where we were? Probably not. I was going to just sort of decide to, you know what, I was going to say just, you know what, let's just continue this way, but really let's not. Let's, you know, do a thing that's smart. Yeah, and I guess sort of since I'm still thinking about it, another example of a thing that is probably not strictly survivorship bias, but like similar to it, the phenomenon as I described it, with regards to, you know, seeing the success or lack of success of others. But yeah, I tend to, you know, a lot of the time you see people who have, you know, been in a business, in my case, like online video content creation for like years and years, and you see them and they, you know, seem to, you know, it seems to come effortlessly for them, entertaining and creating videos and streaming and things like that. And you wonder, how does this person make it seem so easy when it is not easy for me, I guess, in this instance, to be honest, a lot of the time. But yeah, and the answer is because they've spent many years doing it. And when they first started, it was just as hard for them as it is for you. Maybe more so. Maybe a little bit less so. Maybe they had a little bit more preparation going in, but maybe they didn't. Who knows? But yeah, I still have no idea what to do about this grave, and any potential old men who are to meet me here. Because yeah, I can interact with all the graves, and all that happens really is that eventually the game decides to stop spawning guineas. Oh, our map icon's different now, too, huh? Because yeah, oh, you can spawn multiple guineas from the same grave, interesting. It occurs to me, I don't know, hold on, where are we going? Where's the fifth labyrinth again? Ah, the mountain maze, okay. Right. We were sort of on our way there, but like, I realized as I was wandering around there that I had no idea where I was actually going. But yeah. Oh! Interesting. So it seems like... Oh, okay. So the game does track, it seems like. It does track sort of fractions of a heart less than half, but it doesn't display them. And it doesn't affect your ability to shoot sword beams, so I thought... Yeah, okay. Interesting. Because yeah, when we like first encountered that bunch of Octorok that dealt some damage to us, I saw myself get hit, or I thought I saw myself get hit twice, and then be down to half a heart less than I began that little escapade with. And I thought, but yeah, I initially thought that I'd only been hit once, but I quickly assumed that I had been hit twice, from the fact that my health had gone down by half a heart instead of a quarter of a heart like I expected, but there's no quarter heart sprite, I guess. It is all just half or not. Yeah, half or full or empty. That's it. But yeah. But beyond half or full or empty, the game is keeping track of how much HP you have and have not, to a much greater degree of precision. But yeah, not a single like this entire stream. And after I put oh, hold on, the sprite on the raft is different too, I think, now. Interesting. Does that mean we can sail twice as far with a raft? Alright, so let's bomb some Dodongos, but like carefully. We know that we can. We know that we can kill them with the explosion, but I feel like this is more consistent. Nice. Yeah, ideally I would like to have some more bombs than this for the dark nuts that are to come. So maybe, are these souls or gels? I can never remember. I mean, maybe probably not either, because they're not splitting like I expect souls and gels to do. So given that the game mathematically, but does not visually, tracks quarters of a heart, I wonder if the game tracks eighths of a heart. Because there will be a point when we get the red ring that like quarters enemy damage, I think. So I've got no idea how that's going to interact with the damage that we take and our ability to shoot sword beams. Oh, nope. I was going to say, those guys were really close and sort of in formation, and it was going to be a perfect opportunity to bomb them, but as it turns out, it was not. Oh dear. The dark nuts are fairly quick for enemies, and I guess more so than fast, they're more so just kind of purposeful in their movement, or at least they seem more purposeful than most others. Aw, dear. Yeah, we got a little bit greedy there. I got a little bit greedy there. I shouldn't be foisting any blame on you. Yeah, very unfortunate, because now we have to deal with that whole mess, but with less health. We can, and should, and probably will, get some medicine for this, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll lay down that ladder when we get to it. Oh, yeah. Alright, you have anything for me? Rupees, maybe? Arrows? Well, rupees and arrows are effectively synonymous in this game, but... bombs, perhaps? There are dark nuts, elsewhere in the dungeon. It does feel a little bit silly to be going and killing dark nuts in order to get the resources that we need to kill other dark nuts here in the dungeon, but you know. What's over here? Oh, right, the advice dispensing old man, who we do not need to consult right now, I don't think. We need to go... well, yes, we need to go into the Dongo room, and then we need to go east, yeah, in order to proceed further. We'll get there, we'll get there. Whoop. Yeah, this definitely feels like a point where the game is expecting you to have the blue ring. Not that this is, like, unmanageable without it. We're doing okay. But, and we probably could have still beaten it even without the blue ring. But, this just gives me a lot more comfort. I do find it interesting how you can't dismount the ladder in any direction you choose, but I feel like that's probably just due to And I guess we do have bombs now, so... Oh, these are the weak dark nuts, right. It feels a little bit silly to describe any dark nut as weak, given our past experiences with them, but you know. The weaker dark nuts. That one seemed to take damage from the front, which they normally don't. I guess maybe he just turned around at just the perfect opportunity. And I guess now that we have, you know, no shortage of, or at least, well, I was going to say no need to stockpile rupees, but we do need to still get some medicine. So, we've got reason there. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, we need to be further north in order to get into that upper section that I'm envisioning myself being in. But in order to do that, we need to get through this room. Oh, you can kill 2 Pole's voices with 1 arrow. That's nice. Now, this is probably all unnecessary, but we're going to do it anyway. And we're going to bomb this wall, because presumably this solves nothing. So, we're going to bomb this wall, because presumably Oh, did we collect those with an arrow? That's interesting. I guess maybe it shares some code with the boomerang. So, we're going to test this wall. A secret power is said to be in the arrow. Cool. Is it the secret power to, like... Yeah, that wasn't going to be anything. Is it the secret power to... Oh, hold on, I should write that down. What did he say? A secret power is said to be in the arrow? A secret power is said to be in the arrow. Whoops. There we go. So, I feel like that probably has something to do with the... Not the literal arrows that we are shooting, but like the arrows, directional arrows that we've seen on the ground in a lot of places. And yes, so what I'm doing here, just to explain my thought process, in case it's not abundantly clear, in case you can't read my mind, is I was just trying the walls again to make sure that the issue wasn't just that I wasn't, you know, close enough with the bomb or something. But, we've pretty definitively proven that, there's not... Yeah, I don't know. There has to be some way up here. Because there's dungeon up there. I guess, maybe the stairs, like downstairs, could take us there? Or there could be some other secret that we're missing. I believe we are in a bit of an unfortunate circumstance that we can't bomb those dodongos to get into the room. Oh hey, give those. Oh, you didn't flinch from the fire. Very interesting to see fire not, like, immediately destroy or at least radically alter Gibdos. Oh! These guys will split if we give them the opportunity to. I guess just the sword is too powerful and just immediately destroys them, then I guess. Sadly, it's not just too powerful for Dodongos. It is utterly insufficient for Dodongos, in fact. Right. Good to know, good to know. What's in the room to the east of the entrance, then? I thought that was where the advice old man was. No, this is a Fool's Voice room. Perhaps a good place to get, Oops. Well, not a good place to get bombs, actually, it seems, maybe. Unfortunate. I haven't really been keeping track of medicine or other merchants, so I'm kind of at a loss of where to buy medicine at this point. This is wrong. We've solved the maze before, we don't need to do that. I'm sure that there's a medicine merchant. There's like a bunch over in like the west of the world, I think. Or the west of the mountains. Yeah, no letter here either. But yeah, I started mentioning earlier, and I don't know if I ever finished the thought, but I started mentioning that I find it very interesting that you can't, like, you can only dismount a ladder. And I'm sure now that I've said it, I've said that, verbatim before. Well, maybe not verbatim, but, you know, you dismount a ladder. Oh, the arrow sprite is different too now, I think. But yes, you can only dismount a ladder in the way that it is going, or in the way that you came from, basically. Like, you can, on this ladder, I can only go north if, you know, since I'm approaching from the south, I can only leave from the south or the north. I can't go west or east off of the ladder. Which I'm assuming is probably a programming thing to prevent people from just, like, walking off of ladders into, like, lakes or something, where they logically should not be able to swim. Or walk, I guess. If they... It's a strange world when you logically can't swim in a lake. But yeah, not a lot of people walk on lakes. It's a pretty rare skill from what I've seen. Well, that was unnecessary. This is going to take us closer to a medicine merchant that I know the general location of. I was going to say that I know where they are, but let's not be too presumptuous. Oh, there we go. That was more challenging than it needed to be, probably. Oh, there we go. I do wonder when we'll get the red ring. Let's see, is it 56 or 68? Or sorry, 58 or 68 for the good medicine. I don't remember. Well, I could pay any price and I would get nothing from here because wisdom is priceless. But also it doesn't directly heal my wounds when I drink it. Presumably because you can't drink wisdom. If you could drink it, it probably would have some beneficial effects to you. Give you better saving throws, I guess, maybe. Okay, so yeah, 68. Very nice. Oh. I guess since we have more effective hit points at this point. We could just sort of trade a lot more and still come out on top when it comes to hearts. Maybe. That's really not a great long-term strategy, but it's a strategy that we could use if we were truly desperate. But yes, now that we have sword beams, let's enjoy them. And also, yeah, we want to get some bombs. I don't know if levers drop bombs. I should have called the stream Advanced Labyrinths and Levers instead of Advanced Labyrinths and Like-Likes. Because there has been not a single like-like to be found. I dislike that. Ah. Well, we got some bombs, actually, so that was a decent trade. Uh-oh. Well, we are close to the fountain, so I guess we can't lose too badly here. Do we... not... I don't really want to dispatch them with arrows. Thank you. A small contribution to the cause, but one that is deeply appreciated nonetheless. Sip. Maybe let's not take our eyes off the screen to sip while also trying to walk in a way that is efficient and not very silly looking. Oh, wait, this is... right, the wrong place. We don't want to buy another blue ring. But yeah, it's funny. After all that time I spent doubting my instructions, they were right on the money. Like, it was northwest of the lake, broadly. Honestly, it was northwest of the lake, strictly speaking. Like, maybe not northwest of the entire lake, but it was on the northwest side of at least the southwest portion of it. And, you know, 6 Armos. Like, I had that written down. If I had, like, paid attention to that part of my notes, then I would have... I mean, I probably wouldn't have found it any earlier, because I didn't know where the Armos statues were, but if I had followed that part of the notes a little bit more strictly, then at the very least I would have been able to dismiss a lot of locations a lot faster, and thus we would have gotten it done faster. I guess we need to go, yeah, through the mountain maze, so we should stay on the east side of the river. Nice, nice. Oh. And nice evasion, too. So, I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably just stop in front of or inside of the dungeon. The labyrinth, even. Because, yeah, we are getting quite late here. It is getting quite late. Oh, wait, this is not the maze. I'm amazed that I would even think it was. I've been really in my own mind at least, I've been hitting it home with the goofs today. All of the excellent puns. Sit. Alright, hold on. I was not prepared. I guess I could have paused instead of leaving the screen and have to scroll it up 4 times again, but, you know. There we go. Alright. Let's call it here. Hold on. Whoops. There we go. Knocking stuff over on my desk. Alright, alright, alright. So... okay. Yeah, this should be fine, this should be fine. So actually, well, yes. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. So, what is there to say? I guess not a whole lot. Schedule. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some video editing, some emote, what's the word I'm looking for? Prototyping. Yeah, I think that's the word that I'm looking for and used in the past. But yeah. What else is there to say? I guess not a whole lot. So, let's wrap things up. But yeah, and again, I don't think we're going to stream in the morning tomorrow. We are instead going to not stream at 10 a.m., but probably 7:30 p.m. again. But yeah, we sure do, I sure have made a lot of schedules that are, inaccurate, we'll say. That's one way to put it. Lacking, perhaps, a little bit. But yeah. Hopefully one of these days I will make a schedule and it will both be accurate to the what I expect of the stream, and it will also be yes. What's the word I'm looking for? It will be accurate to what I expect from the week ahead and not have, like, you know, a stream that was supposed to be scheduled for 10 a.m. listed as 10 p.m. and not various other, you know, anomalies like that. And also, there will be no sort of unexpected, odd circumstances that cause us to not be able to stream when and as we expect. But I guess, you know, it's a bit much to expect that the entire world will always conspire in my favor to ensure that I will always stream precisely on schedule with no interruptions and no delays and no rescheduling. But yeah, we had fun tonight. We didn't encounter any likes, and we didn't beat any labyrinths. We did go into at least one, I think maybe even 2. But yeah, that was fun. It was our secondary goal. Our secondary goal kind of became our primary and only goal, because we still have not discovered this graveyard old man, or this grave old man, I guess. Because for some reason I thought it was meet the old man in the graveyard, but no, it's meet the old man in the grave, or meet the old man at the grave. And yeah, we still don't know where that guy is or what his deal is. So, it's about time that we wrapped up, I think. As per usual, if anyone has any raid suggestions, please feel free to drop them. If not, I can always find a target. And let's have a little sip. Sip. But yeah, not seeing any suggestions coming in, it looks like. So, I think we'll go and stop in and see a good friend of ours friend of the show. Oop. That was weird. Anyway, I guess it shouldn't have come through on your end, so it's fine. Anyway, tonight we are going to go and see... Whoop, come on. Work with me here. Thank you, Twitch. But yes, we're going to... Why is this... Please. There we go. Tonight, we're going to raid a good friend of ours, Sheppy Sheps. She is a VTuber, streams with her robot buddy Sparks, who speaks on her behalf because she is a silent video game protagonist. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's all there is to say about Sheppy Sheps specifically. You know, she will do the rest. But yeah, I'm sure you will enjoy the content. But yeah, playing Elden Ring tonight, looks like. We have arrived. Indeed, that is our customary raid message. Thank you very much, Altariana. But yeah, so yeah, we've been over the schedule. We've been over sort of the raid. We've been over the raid message. So I suppose it is only the only thing left to do is to do the actual raid. So thank you all for being here tonight. I hope that you have had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night, and I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and let us get this raid underway. Farewell.